It's a different offense, use a lot of jet motions and different shifts. So we got to have disciplined eyes, read our keys, and, just play smart football all Sunday. We want to play our style of football regardless of the opponent. We respect them. We know it's going to be a dogfight and a battle, just like any division game. So we're just going to try to go out there and play physical and put our best foot forward.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's a media availability today, but you had told me earlier in the season, like maybe even last week or maybe 2 weeks ago, that the Carolina Panthers, with a win Sunday at Atlanta, will be in first place. The division is in an uproar. You have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Falcons are 3-4. Carolina and the Saints are 2-5 now, so they're basically just one game back. And that with a win, they get, because they have the tiebreakers. They beat the Buccaneers and the Saints, and if they beat the Falcons, they would be 3-0 in the division and own the tiebreakers against everyone else. So this is a very important game for the Carolina Panthers, and that fact is not lost on interim head coach Steve Wilks. He says this is going to be a very tough matchup because it's a division game.
As we sit here and we play different opponents within our division, I think you go back and you tap into the past and the success we had, the competition, the rival, and then you also build up to where we are right now and showing these guys their success that they've had in the past. So this division has always been a tough division. It's going to be a very hard-fought, tough game on Saturday. Those guys are going to come prepared and ready to play. And we've been talking about being physical because it's going to be that kind of game.
All right, well, Coach Wilks knows the value of this matchup. First place on the line, division game. A lot of Carolina Panthers are on the injury report. Taylor Moton, Chuba Hubbard, Matt Ioannidis, Dante Jackson, Frankie Louvu, Laviscus Chenault, who seems to be on the injury report every time they release one. J.C. Horn. So these are important players. But no matter what, Deontay Foreman, who had 100 yards last weekend, he and Chuba Hubbard combined for over 200 yards all-purpose yardage over the weekend. Deontay Foreman knows that we may have a lot of guys injured, but there's still plenty of guys that are willing to compete and will make a difference.
It's always exciting to play well, you know what I mean? I feel like each and every guy, we all strive to go play well and play, to the best of our ability. So being able to do that was great, but I think what I was most proud about, most excited about was just seeing the guys happy and excited and being able to pull out a win, every guy in this locker room has been preparing hard and just, going out each and every week, just preparing and just doing the right things, and we just haven't been able to find a way to get the wins that we wanted. So be able to get that win, man, and just see everybody happy and just the love and everything that was going on in the locker room after the game, man, was great. So I just want to keep that up, man, and just be able to feel that each and every week. Sometimes I feel like, these guys might not want to tackle me, after a certain point in the game. So I just try to, use that to my advantage. But, at the end of the day, I know they're going to play hard on both sides of the ball. So, I'm just match the intensity and do what I can do.
All right, so Deontay Foreman says there's plenty of guys that are still ready to compete and win. It's a big division game, and I can tell you from being in the Carolina Panther locker room last week, these players are behind Coach Steve Wilks. They like his attitude. They like the fact that it's a professional atmosphere. It's not a college atmosphere. A lot of injuries for both teams. In fact, the Atlanta Falcons are getting hit in the secondary. A.J. Terrell, a hamstring injury. Safety Jalen Hawkins is in concussion protocol. He's already out. Darren Hall will take Hayward's spot on the outside. So the Falcons are hurt in the secondary, but they're going to be loading the box. They don't respect P.J. Walker. They think that if the Carolina Panthers are going to win, they're going to have to throw the ball. Carolina wants to pound the ball with Foreman and Hubbard. They still have, but they have confidence in P.J. Walker. He's not going to wow you. Steve Wilks really impressed upon him. No turnovers. It's better to punt than throw an interception. And the injury bug really still having an impact on the Carolina Panthers. Pat Elflein, the starting center going into the year, he's having a hip procedure. He's going on IR, season-ending IR. And Bradley Bozeman, who started and did very well this past weekend, he's a former starter with the Ravens. He filled in this weekend against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, did an excellent job. He'll start the remainder of the season. Jeremy Chin, this will be his last week on IR with a hamstring matter. So the Carolina Panthers, a few weeks ago, you never would have thought that, especially with trades with Robbie Anderson and Christian McCaffrey, the two worst contracts on the team, they're gone. and maybe it's better chemistry in the locker room with Steve Wilks and whoever is on the roster now. The Carolina Panthers like it. They're competing. They're a game out of first. They can take first place with the win this weekend. And ADSN will have all your information covered all the way up to game day, right before kickoff. The Carolina Panthers are at the Atlanta Falcons. For now, I'm Kevin Casey. So long for now.